Hi everyone, grab a cup of tea. I've got some Earl Grey here, and I'm not having a cake or biscuit with it today because I'm going out for a meal tonight with some of the ladies from our church. So I'm just going to have a drink of my tea. Welcome to a demonstration of a really nice card kit that Stampin' Up! Have produced called Timeless Greetings Kit. How ideal is this for the men in your life, or men that you know who might like a card? It's got several greetings on the set. It's got a clock and a world. There's a globe there, and then there's the clock there. It's got thanks, happy birthday, you make the world a better place, time to celebrate, and it's also got one more which says I can always count on you, which would go for the clock, with the clock I should say. So the kit comes, as you can see here, with 8 cards and 8 envelopes and some sentiment tabs. It comes with an acrylic block, a soft suede ink pad, some background pieces, the pieces to stamp the clock and the world on, the backgrounds, and also it's got some stamping dimensionals and also some mini glue dots. So a lot in this kit. Can't remember now offhand how much it is. It's either £20 or £22. I should have checked that before I started the video. But if you go to stampinup.uk and click on, if you go to kits, or if you just put in the search box, Timeless Greetings Card Kit, then it will take you to it. If you don't have another demonstrator, then you're welcome to choose me as your demonstrator. So there we go. So we're going to start off. I've already prepared. The envelopes are different, so you'll notice that this one I think goes with a clock if I remember rightly, and the background piece here matches the envelope, and this one here goes with the globe, and again the background black piece here with a bit of basic grey on it for the pattern matches the envelopes. That's really clever. So we're going to start off with the globe. So I've got the instructions here. They're very, very clear. I have taken the liberty of putting some of the stamping dimensionals on already. So that explains to you that's the number 1, all you need for that card, and number 2, all you need for that card. And then it carries on with card number 1 and what to do. So if I just, those are the instructions. So I've got my pieces here. So I'm going to do my stamping first. So I'm just going to find myself my stamping mat, and I'm going to get the stamp which I need, which is going to be the globe stamp and also a sentiment as well. And I've not been very clever there. I'm going to have to get another sentiment piece because I put the dimensionals on the back of this one beforehand, not thinking that I was going to have to stamp on it. So if you just bear with me while I just find the pieces here that have the sentiment labels, and I'll just pop out. So you actually get an extra one. You get 10 of these instead of 8, which is great because it allows for mistakes, which is really useful. So I'm going to stamp on that one, and I'll put the dimensionals on afterwards. So here's my soft suede ink pad, and I'm going to put on this one, you mean the world to me. I think you make the world a better place, rather, is what it says. So here's my block. It's always a good idea with photopolymer stamps to put the stamp down and then put the block to the stamp like that. Now what I haven't done yet is usually when you get a stamp, you ink it up a few times and just dry it out on a scrap piece of paper first, just to get it stamping nicely, because it has sometimes a bit of a grain on it or leftover residue from the manufacturing of the stamp. So you make the world a better place. I'm just going to put that there, and hopefully I'll get this straight. And just press down, hold it there just to allow the cardstock to absorb the ink, and there we go. There's that one. And then I'm going to put that back, and I'm going to get there's a globe stamp here. These are the stamps. There's quite a few of them. And again, I'm going to put that down and then take the acrylic block to the stamp and ink it up. If you can see that. It's a lovely afternoon this afternoon. Really a bit cold, but lovely in the Wirral anyway. Lovely bright skies. So I'm going to put that on like that, and there we go. So there's South America, North America, Africa. England's just tucked in there, and then you've got the rest of Europe and so on. Obviously it hasn't got Australia. So there's that, and then it says that I need to take this globe part. So this bit has this piece, it says here, it shows you, has got 5 dimensionals on the back, and that's going to stick. Excuse me, I'm just about to sneeze, just managed to stop in time. I'm just going to pick the back off the Stampin' dimensionals. These are a bit harder than some to take the back off. Usually they come off very quickly, so I'll just... There's another one. There's that one. Just try and get this one off. I cut my nails this morning, so it could be because I cut my nails, so they're not just getting under the dimensionals as much as they usually do. So there we go. That's that piece. And then we're going to stick, I've actually already put on this, and I'll just try and find my Take Your Pick tool. I've already put, according to the diagram, you put the mini glue dots there. So I'm just going to see if I can just hopefully, usually I use my finger, or else you can use your Take Your Pick tool just to pick off the top of those dots. Just do that one, and then one more there. And get them out of the way because you don't want them to fall out of the card when the recipient receives it. So that is going to go here, like that. And then this piece has got 2 glue dots on the back, and that's going to pick that one up and that one up. And get rid of it to the side. I usually end up with pieces of paper all over the place after these cards, and then I'm going to put it the right way like that. And then I need to take the, this is Cajun Craze actually, and basically they've said, if you look here, it says to put the Cajun Craze piece underneath and this piece on top. So I need 3 dimensionals for this bit. I'll just find some dimensionals. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then just peel the back off those. And I usually clear up afterwards. And I've got some ink on that, so that doesn't look brilliant. So I'll see if I can find, for some reason I've smudged that. But anyway, it'll do. So this piece is going to go underneath. Just going to pick off those Stampin' dimensionals like that, and then this is going to go across like that, and then this piece just slightly higher up like that. And then there's some really nice embellishments. They're sort of metal studs, really nice quality, so I'm just going to pick those up and put 3 on here. So one's going to go down here, and then 2 at the top, 1 there, and they're self-adhesive, so that's easy. You just put them on straight like this. Just see how I want to put the second one on. That one just slightly over there. There we go. So that's the first card. You make the world a better place, and obviously if you want, then you could stamp something on the inside if you wanted to. So that's card number 1. And obviously there's going to be 4 of those, and there's the picture of the one that they've done. And then the next card is this one, Time to Celebrate. So again, they give you the instructions, 5 dimensionals on the back of the black piece of cardstock. This piece, I've put my Stampin' dimensionals on already, and that's going to be my clock. And this has got 2 mini glue dots on the back. And again, I've made the mistake of I've done my sentiment with that before I've stamped it. So just so I don't make a mistake, I'm going to stamp another one and put the dimensionals on afterwards. So the first thing I'm going to do is, it says here, attach the black base, the black piece to the card base. So I'm just going to do that. And this is where I do need nails. And I'll probably use some demonstrators just pick off, they just put it in like that, somehow managed to whisk off the top. I'm not quite as efficient as them, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm just going to push from the side, take the top off like that, push from the side and take the top off like that. So I'm just going to centre this a little bit more so that you can see what I'm doing. So that's going to go on like that. Whoops, just get it nice and straight. Pretty sure that's straight. And then this piece is going to go on next. 1, 2, 3. And again, if I can check with the photograph if I want to. This piece, I could obviously put it anywhere I wanted, but it says to put it about there. And then I've got this, just put that on. I've got the watch chain, I think it is, but it's not gold in this instance, it's black. So there we go. That's 2 mini glue dots on that piece, and that's going to go like this. Obviously from the watch like that and down like that. So that was pretty easy to do, and that's stuck down nicely. So now I'm going to need to stamp this piece, and also if I just get that piece out of the way, I need to find the clock piece, which so I'm first of all going to get the stamp, and I've mislaid the clock piece, which is no problem because I can just pick out another one. I'm sure I'll find it soon. That will go on there, and I also need Time to Celebrate, which I'll use in a moment. So again, put the stamp down and pick it up with the block, and I'll just find myself, perhaps it went in the envelope. Let's have a look. See if it's still in the envelope. Nope. Right, I'm just going to find it from here. So this shows you all the pieces, and I'm just going to pick one of these pieces, which is the clock piece. They even show you how to stamp it to get the hands of the clock in the right place. So if I just do that, and if again we refer to the photograph, you can see here that this one is to that side, and then you've got the hands going like that. So if I just do that, that's pretty good. And there's your clock face. So that will have some dimensionals on it, if I remember rightly. Let's just check again and see, because they tell you everything with this, which is amazing. It actually has 2 glue dots. So I'm just going to get 2 little glue dots and put those on the back. If I can find them. Here we go. Here they are. Excuse the rustling of paper. Right, just take 2 of these and put these on. 1, in fact, I think I'll put 3 on. 2, 3, and I'm just going to flick off the backing as I did before. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get rid of that. Lots of little white bits, as you can see. So now I've got to decide how I want to put the clock on, so it doesn't really matter. I'll put it on like that. Okay, now I need to do Time to Celebrate. So I'll just take the clock face off and put the Time to Celebrate stamp on, which is, I could do Happy Birthday if I wanted to, but I'm going to put the Time to Celebrate like that. And then again, I would season the stamp first by stamping it onto a scrap piece of paper, probably a couple of times before actually using it. In fact, I'm going to do that because it looks as if it just needs a bit of a stamp before I use it on the sentiment label. So there we go, Time to Celebrate. Hope you might be able to see that. Okay, see if I can get it straight looking behind the camera. There we go. Hold it there just for a few seconds and then pull it off, and there we've got it. And there should also be a green piece around, so I'll just grab that, and this will go underneath. So again, if we have a look at the instructions, they will show us it's underneath that piece. So I'm just going to put some glue dots on again. 1, 2, 3. I think they said to use 2, but I'm just going to put 3 on here. 1, 2, Do you all get messy with your card making? End up with everything everywhere? So that's going to go up here like that. And then the time to celebrate is going to go, it's going to have some dimensionals on it. Just find my dimensionals, wherever, here we are. So that's going to have, the time to celebrate is going to have 3 dimensionals on. 1, 2, 3. Just take the backs off. 1, 2, 3. And then this goes like that. Time to celebrate. Okay, and then all we need now is these gorgeous copper embellishments. So I'm just going to put them on. 1. Try and get them straight. 1, 2. These take your pick tools are great. And then a third one at the top. There. Okay, so time to celebrate. There's that one with the clock. And then you've got the other one, you make the world a better place. So thanks for joining me this afternoon. I really hope you enjoy this kit. Great one for men's cards. And have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.